these are pretty. Oh, geez. It's a bit small of a stack over here. The smallest, the biggest?
Good way to work into it.
Yeah. Oh, of course, that one. Oh, what the hell? These are set up differently. Okay, so land. Sorry, solitary. Yeah, picture my biggest. Yeah, it was.
Movie shot.
There it comes. You set it up differently. Sorry, solitary, uncommon, rare, solemn.
Sad robot.
It's a robot.
Sad robot.
Sad robot. Fire emulator. Griffin area. Shipwreck dozer, huh? And I'm assuming the butt end is the, yeah, commons. Enters battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, put that card on the battlefield tab, and then shuffle your library. When it dies, draw a card. That's a pretty cat token. Babe. Panther. Flow. And Ghostly Pilfer. Becomes untapped, you may pay 2. If you do, draw a card. Whenever an opponent casts a spell from anywhere other than your hand, draw a card. Discard a card. Ghostly Prolifer can't be blocked this turn. I got a full art. Cultivate. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards. Reveal those cards and put one of them onto the battlefield tapped and the other into your hand. And shuffle your library. That is very pretty. Yeah? Woodram? Woodram. Soldier tokens for the barons. And that. Foil Sanctum of Calm Waters. Legendary enchantment shrine. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may draw X cards, where X is the number of shrines you control. You discard a card. Primal Might. Target creature you control gets a +6/+X until end of turn. Tranquil Light. Okay. There's Sapling. Why do I always get the rare lands?
Why do you bitch about the rare lands? My question.
Barren Lands, Sanctum of Calm Waters, Thrashing, Bronzodon, and Epidith Golem.
Like rare lands are the few things that can go into any deck.
Yeah, true. Hey, Angel Token. Bloodfell Caves, and See the Truth. Look at the top 3 cards of the library, put one of those cards into your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. If the spell was cast from anywhere other than your hand, put each of those cards into your hand instead. Firefire Emulator, and Frozen Cold, Obsessive Stitcher.
I was wondering if you picked up audio too.
Yeah, Buddy's audio was very jumbled, so I'm glad it's not like... Hey, what is that? Swiftwater Cliffs, Volcanic Salvio. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control. Volcanic Salvio deals Salvo deals 6 damage to each of up to 2 target creatures and or planeswalkers. Costs 10 and 2 reds. Hold on. Waker of Waves, Angelic Ascension, Indulging for a Patrician? Vampire Noble.
Indulging Patrician.
I am not very good with the words of the mouth.
As demonstrated by that sentence. As demonstrated by that sentence.
Right. Normal Plains. Eliminates. Foil. Temple of Triumph. Another rare land. Furious Rise. Chrome Replicator. Lore Scale Puzzle. Snake. No. Okay. Baron Toleran Archmage. Legendary creature, human wizard. When Archmage enters the battlefield, return up to 1 target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. At the beginning of your end step, if permanent was put into your hand for the battlefield this turn, draw a card. Whole Town, Sacred Stone Edge. Yay, it's having Stoneland. Bird Token. Ruined Halo. As Ruined Halo enters the battlefield, choose a card name. You have protection from the chosen card name. You can't be targeted, dealt damage, or enhanced by anything with that name. Booker Death, Tolerant Kraken, Leafkin Avenger. Island. Storming Entity. This spell costs 2 and 1 blue less to cast if you cast it or sorcery spell this turn. Fierce Tempest. Torment's Crypt. Obsessive Stitcher. And Teferi, Master of Time. Legendary Planeswalker Teferi. The first mythic pool. Pestilent Haze, Unsubstantiated Collagen here.
Unsubstantiated?
Yes. You want to read them for me? Treasure token. That is a gorgeous swamp.
It's not something you'd ever think you'd hear. Pretty nice.
That is so pretty. And Chandra. Foiled.
Yeah, I'm
Hide
definitely
of
not
Fire.
opening my box. What's the point? It's going to be garbage.
And then Peer into the Abyss. So I had a mythic foil and a rare in that pack. Target player draws cards equal to half the number of the cards in the library and loses half their life rounded up each time. Very social edge on that one. What is that? It's a goblin wizard token. Sword Barons, Foil Plains, Scavenging Ooze. For 1 green, exile target card from your graveyard. If it was a creature card, put a 1/1 counter on Scavenging Ooze and you gain a life. Tide Skimmer, Dead Bad Deal, and Witch's Cauldron. Right. Mountain, Foil, Swift Response, Common Foil. Liliana, Standard Barrier, Creature, Zombie Knights. Flash. When Liliana's Standard Barrier, Barrier?
What? Liliana, Standard Bearer.
Bear.
Like a ring bearer.
Enters the battlefield, draw X cards or X number of creatures that died under your control this turn. And it's got that pretty swamp color on it. That
Oh, be careful with your finger. When you're holding the card, you're doing this to the camera.
one. Like anybody really watches. Rewind, Unleash Fury,
Well, I'm
Wild.
watching and I have children, so watch what you put on the internet.
I put that it's for 18 and up. It is not child friendly on purpose. Wildwood Scourge.
Good. So I was trying to be a parent.
Okay. Will you go check on
Yeah.
Thank you. Griffin. Forest. 9 lives. Hexproof. If the source would deal damage to you, prevent that damage and put it in incarceration counter on 9 lives. When there are 9 or more incarceration counters on 9 lives, exile it. When 9 lives leaves the battlefield, you lose the game. What? Okay. Fungal Rebirth. Havoc Jester and Tempered Veteran. Ooh. Demon token. Swiftwater Cliffs and Double Vision. Whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new target for the copy. Yes, beautiful. What did he say? Arc-Fence, Vessel, Siege Striker, and Battle Rattle Shaman. Another one of those weird Goblin Wisp tokens. Force and Heroic Intervention. Prevents your control, gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Bolt Hound, Silvers, Mount Ghoul, and Carbon Replicator. Panther token, Thornwood Falls, and Sanctum of All. Legendary enchantment shrine. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may search your library and or graveyard for a shrine card. Put it into the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. If an ability of another shrine you control triggers while you control 6 or more shrines, that ability triggers an additional time. Miscast, Sanctum of Crucible Harvest, and Siege Striker. Don't leave. Yes, thank you. Night Token, Mountain, Teferi's Ageless Insight. You draw a card, except the first one you draw, and each of your draw sets draw 2 cards instead. Pestilent Haze, Invigorating Surge, Liliana's Devotee. It's not morning.
No. It's a hot day, huh? It's a hot day, which I go swimming.
Construct Token,
I go swimming.
Island,
Mama,
Shacklegist.
Mom,
Excuse me, this little bit. I'm getting
give me, Mom. I'll go swimming.
a minute, please. Shacklegist. Flying. Shacklegist can block only creatures with flying. Tap to untap spirits you control. Tap target creature you don't control. Reign of Revolution. Soul Seer. Safara's Tutelage.
I'm helping you,
It's a
Mom.
very interesting background.
Now look. See? I'm helping you. You know, Mom?
I wonder how many I missed with that background. Can you hand me one, please? Thank you.
You're welcome, Mom. Look. Look. Look, Mom. It's getting more easier, huh, Mom?
Sapling Token, Forest, and Animal Sanctuary. Rare land. Tap for colorless pay 2, tap, put a 1/1 counter on target bird, cat, dog, goat, ox, or snake. Foreign Druid, Chandra's Treeling, and Engulfing Cold. Another one, please.
Look, a Philippine setting.
Are you?
Mom? Yeah, so you grab one by one at a time.
Knights,
What?
baby. That is so cool.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Oh my god, guess what? Maybe another one these have them.
That'd be really cool.
Hey, Mom.
Garup's Hairbringer. Hexproof from black. Whenever Garup's Hairbringer deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, look at that many cards on the top of your library. You may reveal a creature card or Garup's planeswalker card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Angelic Ascension, Malefic Scythe, and Indulging. Ah, got an island that time. Now let's have one of each. Foil Ramming Ghostlight and Demonic Embrace. Ancient creature. Turned creature gets a +3/+1, has flying, and is a demon in addition to its other types. You may cast Demonic Embrace from your graveyard by paying 3 life and discarding a card in addition to paying its other costs. That cultivates Mythic Avenger. Zombie Token, Thornwood Falls, and Spark Hunter Masticore. As an additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card. Protection from Planeswalkers. Pay 1 Spark Hunter Masticore deals 1 damage to target Planeswalker. Pay 3 Spark Hunter Masticore gains indestructible until end of turn. Light of Promise, then Wingmare, and Dire Fleet's Warmonger. And Elder Garkaroth. Vigilance, Reach, and Trample. Whenever Elder attacks or blocks, choose 1. Create a 3/3 beast creature token. Gain 3 life or discard a card. Carrion Grub, Meteorite, and Aven Gadamaster. Soldier token, Island, Fury Emancipation, another mythic. The source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player. It deals triple that damage to that permanent or player. Wow. So far, that's 4 mythics in this box. Griffin, Hellkite, and Tavern. Angel, Dismal Blackwater, and Foil Spelled Borger Weird. Azuz Lost but Seeking. You may play 2 additional lands on each of your turns. Silvermote Ghoul, Partial Overload, and Volcanic Geyser. Now I just noticed I probably should have been flipping through my commons because of that. Liliana's rude. I'll have to go for them later. Beast Token, Queens, Pack Leader. Other dogs you control get a +1/+1. Whenever Pack Leader attacks, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn to dogs you control. Sanctum of Stone Fangs, Riddle Form, and Barsuri's Solidarity. Zombie Token, Jungle Hollow, and a foil Warden of the Woods. Containment Priest, Splash for non-token creature would enter the battlefield, and it wasn't cast, exile it instead. Havoc Jester, Fierce Empath, and Twin Blade Assassins. What are you doing?
Mom, is that a heavy spot here?
I hope there's no kitties in there.
No. No. No kitty.
5th Mythic, Discontintui. Contintui. As long as it's your turn, the spell costs 2 and 2 blue less to cast. End the turn. Exile all spells and abilities from the stack, including this card. During this turn, it is discards down to the maximum hand size. Damage being wears off in this turn, and until end of turn. Effects
Hear
end.
me, Mom? We got a big box here.
Yeah.
Want me to open it?
Sure.
Okay. Hey, want to open it with me?
Almost done. Kai Exhale, Freebooter,
What's this pillow?
Liliana's Devotee,
Mom, I found a pillow here.
and Jackie Elder. Found a what?
A pillow.
A pillow.
Wait, what? A book? Pepper? A bowl? Blanket? Toy?
Oh,
my
looks
God.
like someone's having a sleepover.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a cool, weird card.
I think I have a sleepover.
Blossoming Sands.
I'm on a friend's house.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Speaker of the Heavens. Vigilance and
I
Lifelink.
got it on my stuff
Tap to
out.
create a 4/4 white angel
Oh
creature
my
token with flying.
God.
Activate this ability only if you have at least 7 life more than you. And you started with life total, and only anytime you can cast a sorcery.
I got it. Look,
You got it? I do love that book.
look. Look, Mom.
Roll Fist Oak, Seasoned
Oh,
Hollow
look.
Blade. I am looking. Groups up. Freezing.
Look at this. Look.
Your favorite book?
A phone and a charger. Look at that. A phone.
Oh, well, be careful with that.
It is.
Somebody took
A
in
charger?
Swamp.
Look, Mom. A charger. And in case my phone died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorcery's Lieutenant. Vigilance, protection from multicolored. When Lieutenant enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. When Lieutenant or another creature you control dies, if it had a 1/1 counter on it, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with Vigilance. Sanctum of Shattered Heights, Riddle Form, Selfless Savior.
Hey, Mom. Guess what? I got a pet at the pet store.
Yeah.
I buy this one. I named him Dog.
Dob.
Like that name?
I like Dobby.
Oh, okay. And Doggy. He was
Knight, Mindful Code, Foil, Alchemist's Gift, and Fabled Passage. Rare land. Sacrifice Fabled Passage, search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tap, and then shuffle your library. Then if you control 4 or more lands, untap that land. Gourmand, Sanctum Fruitful Harvest, and Threshing Bond.
The boy.
And there's the forest.
More person.
No, I do not want to pet him right now, please. Karavek the Spiteful. Other creatures get a -1, -1. Trencher's Greed, Skyway Splinter, Watch for Us. Chandra's Mudnut. Another one of those little special color ones. Two more. But
Mom, I can watch this for you, okay?
I don't know if there is any.
Yep, I saw some.
Did you?
Yeah. What is that?
Sapling, Dismal Backwater. Please be careful.
Hello.
Maze Mind Tome. Put a page counter on Maze Mind Tome and scry 1. Can you sit on your knees?
Sure.
When there are 4 or more page counters on Maze Mind Tome, exile it if you gain 4 life. Malefic Sight, Sanctum of Calm Waters, Epitaph Column. And a white one. Azari's Acolyte. Swiftwater Cliffs. Foil, Pursued Whale, foiled rare. A pursued whale enters the battlefield. Each opponent creates a 1/1 red creature token with this creature can't block. And creatures you control attack with each combat if able. Spells your opponents cast that target pursued whale costs 3 more to cast. And Transmorgify. Exile target creature. That creature's controller reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a creature card. That player puts that card onto the battlefield and then shuffles the rest into their library. Sanctum of Shattered Heights, Canopy Stalker, and Warden of the Woods. I'm going to run through the uncommons again. Yeah, there was a couple of them. Buzzy, and it goes full. Fairies, Protege, I guess that's how you would say that. Go ahead. Thank you. I'm always proud of you, baby.
This one's done.
looks like it's it.